Hayden for having me here. It's my pleasure, and you know what? This is a very nice, intimate setting. We can get to know each other, become friends, and I'm happy to answer any of your questions. I'm here to inspire a little bit of motivation and confidence. And when you hear my story, you'll understand where there's a will, there's a way. And as long as you keep positive, listen to your gut, listen to your inner self, which we don't do. So I'm going to talk to you about the keys to successful branding, a lasting brand. It's crazy because my claim to fame, amongst other things, was my show on HGTV. And wow, how does that happen? How does a Quebecer get on internationally syndicated television? Remember, I was on HGTV USA. The Americans bought my show. So I'll tell you my story. My parents, my father, he was all over the place all the time. I went to Lester B. Pearson High School, which was a really crappy high school if you look it up. It's a pretty low-end high school with 800 people in the middle of Montreal North. If you look that up, you'll see it's kind of ghetto. I went to that school, and then I always knew, though, that I was meant for something else. One day, I was in class, and a friend of mine said to me, my brother is applying to Marieopolis College. And I said to myself, Marieopolis? I said, what's that? And she said, oh, it's a really elite private school, you gotta pay, blah, blah, blah. So the whisper, that first whisper hit me. And I was like, you know what? Maybe I should go to that school. So I went, I got a job. And I would have to say that's where my life started opening up. From Marieopolis, I ended up at McGill University. So when I was in university, I said to myself, I can't do this. I saw the lawyers at the Palais de Justice, the courthouse, sitting there. They were miserable. They were always fighting. I go, this isn't what I want to do. And they don't make that much money. And by the time I get to $1 million career as a lawyer, I'll be an old lady. And I have to compete against all these guys. Forget it. I said, this isn't for me. You know what? I was selling lemonade at 7. I was selling my mom's stuff at garage sales at around 10, 12. I had my first part-time job at 14. Worked my way through college. And then I said to myself, you know what? I'm going to open my own business. So my early years of real estate, I was a complete nobody, like all of us, right? I'm assuming most of us here are realtors. You're a nobody. And how do you stand out? So I started listening again to my inner voice. And my father kept saying, Tatiana, why don't you become a realtor? I'm a realtor. It's a good living. You're making no money. You've always been great at sales. Become a realtor. It could change your life. I go, Dad, you know, there was always that stigma of the real estate agent, the salesman. But heck, I was selling stuff on the phone. I had no choice. I listened to my gut, and I said, let's do this. I took my course, and then again, I started my career. I had a baby, half my hair, because I just had a baby. The hormones had affected me, and so I wasn't in my best shape. I was overweight. But again, where there's a will, there's a way. I put an ad in the paper. I saved up all my money for that ad. And I remember the curly hair. People didn't know my name, but they noticed the girl with the curly hair. Right there. So that was one of my first headshots. Right there. I put on a black turtleneck, and it was like, are you that girl with the curly hair? My claim to fame was the for sale by owners. So, grassroots. Sometimes when shit gets complicated, just go back to the grassroots way. So go back to where you were in this economy, in this market, and things will happen for you. Don't be a victim. So my head one knew how to pronounce my name. Tatiana Londono, Tatiana Londono, Tanya London, Tatiana. So what did I say? I said, you know what? I am the girl with the big curly hair in the newspaper. And that's who I became. So my hair started becoming my brand. The girl with the curly hair. Another thing I think I did right is I didn't plaster Remax's name all over the place. Heck, I didn't even like them as a company. And so I let other people headhunt me, recruit me. And from Remax, I went to Sutton. And at Sutton, they treated me like a queen. But I made sure to stick that brand all over the place. The hair, the hair, the hair, all over the place. By then, I had lost all the weight, got all my hair back, but I was stressed out. And from there, I knew that my unique selling proposition, the hair, I made sure it was everywhere, on my signs, in the newspaper, everywhere. I got that weird whisper again, and someone called. I answered the phone. I'm not from Toronto. I was visiting, but I always make sure to pick up the phone. Grassroots. Hello, this is Jan calling from Wally Abbey. I'm like, what? Oh, pardon my accent. I'm from, sorry for the anyone here who's British. We were wondering if you could come in for an interview to be on our TV show. Bing, 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 bing. There's again that little voice saying, Tatiana, go in now. Long story short, I'm there. Everyone's telling me, because that's what you're going to get to. They're going to say you're a freak. They're going to say, what are you talking about? And they said, Tatiana, don't waste your time. They're not even paying you. You have, bigger fish to fry. And they said, they're not paying you. Why waste your time? So I said, you know what? These people have an international TV show, a successful one. I don't care if I'm wasting my time. If one person sees me, the rest is history. And that's exactly what happened. Not a couple of people saw me. I got offers from 2 production companies because of my big mouth, and because I'm not afraid to speak, and because I'm opinionated. And that's how the property shop was born. So yes, that immigrant girl from the East End had her own internationally syndicated TV show. Why did I do it? I did it for my kids. Although I wasn't home, I wanted to make sure that they had the best of everything. That was my why, and I don't know what your why is, but if your why is strong enough, an economy like this, it's a joke. You'll get through it. So I'm on TV 10 times a day. This ain't gonna pay the bills, because guess what's gonna happen? One day, someone bigger, better, another idea is gonna happen, and I'll be out of a job because these guys wanted to produce a TV show. But there comes that whisper again. This is what's going on here. Yeah, I'm on TV, I'm on HGTV. You're a realtor, that's where you want to be. So what I did is I used the opportunity of HGTV, and I opened and built my own agency, Londono Realty Group. Not the property shop. That was the name of my show, the property shop. No, I opened the agency in my last name. I went against the big boys, exactly what I did on TV. That was happening anyway. TV show started following me. So I opened my agency, I was gonna leverage that, and suddenly Remax comes knocking at the door. Suddenly Keller Williams starts coming, come Tatiana, join us, open a franchise, da-da-da. Absolutely not. I'm opening Londono Realty Group, and what's the worst that could happen? I could afford the rent, and I have a couple of little agents who love me. They'll follow me and do whatever I want. That's enough, I don't need more. So my beautiful agency, 3 locations, branding. I made sure my name was everywhere. Not Remax, not Sutton, and even if you're part of an agency, you're not in the mood of being a head broker, because honey, there's a lot when you're running an agency, right? Doesn't matter. If you're a Remax, a Sutton, a KW, whatever it is, EXP, you can still brand yourself. Brand yourself. People are hiring you. They are not hiring the banner. Get that out of your head. Go back to basics and start implementing systems in your business. That's another thing us realtors do not do. Set your goals today. We've become transactional agents and we've lost the essence of relationships. If you start going back to basics, I promise you, it'll change your life. Set up systems in your business. Set your goals. Remember, not every campaign is going to be a success. Spend in marketing. I spent $150,000 with the Montreal Canadiens. Didn't see $1 come from it at the playoffs. But this one, back to basics, sure did. My billboard campaign with a call to action, the radio with a call to action. Sometimes it's about going back to marketing basics. You're continuing to evolve in your business. Life changes. A true successful business is able to change with the times. And how many of you are experts in this? If you don't know how to use your Instagram and Facebook, it's time you start learning. Instagram is the biggest lead gen out there right now. You cannot tell me, it would be irresponsible of you to tell me that you don't know how to use it. Use it. Diversify. Animate. Make yourself stick out. Be different. If this guy's posting pictures, post videos. So as you can see, Montreal Real Estate News. Guess who people want? They want the expert selling their home. I branded it all. Londono Realty Group, Londono Realty Group, Londono Realty Group, and of course the hair. In fact, we're in the best time of our lives right now, guys, because advertising is cheap. I remember when I started with the big hair in the newspaper, it would cost me just for the weekend, I think for a Saturday, $10,000 just to advertise in the newspaper on a Saturday 15 years ago. Today, you can make sure 100,000 people see who you are, and you could choose who you want. You could choose your target audience. If you sound like an expert, it doesn't matter who you are anymore. Celebrity branding is fine, but people want an expert to sell their home. And if you're that expert, they'll hire you. Connect, and connect some more. I'm making sure to keep the relationships in my office. I have to make sure my brokers stay. I have to make sure my clients stay. We are nurturing relationships, but make sure you have systems in place in your business so that you don't have to start over and over again every month, every day, every year. Stay organized, stay committed, be consistent and persistent. So it's very nice that you're very motivated. I hope I helped you today. And it's nice that you're going to write your goals up and you're going to set systems in place and you're going to, wake up early and you're going to start answering your phone again and you're going to start creating relationships again and following up with those past clients. But you got to keep doing it. Don't compare yourself to anyone else. Run your own race. I'm running my own race. I don't care about Mr. Sotheby's #1 Quebec. I don't care about Mrs. Queen of the luxury market. I am my own brand. I've been around the agency for 12 years, coaching business since 2013. I've been a broker agent for 17 years. It's my show, my thing. And then on its own, it'll propel itself. Keep growing, evolving, and listen to your gut. I've been saying that's the main theme. Magic exists. If the trees lose their leaves and kind of die every winter, and then every spring and summer the leaves come back and blossom, how could there not be magic in our lives? Start paying attention to the magic in your life, and I promise you, your life will change. So remember, guys, if you want to talk to me one-on-one, promise, it's not going to cost you anything. Why don't you just direct message me, Tat Londono on Instagram, or just shoot me a little email, tat@londonogroup.com. If you need a little push, little inspiration. So I'm available for 15-minute strategy sessions. Just text me on Instagram. When I say strategy session, I mean like, let's shoot the shit on the phone. And maybe we could find something together. Everything's going to be okay. promise you, just keep up the good stuff. Go back to that budding realtor you were when you were in school. Implement systems in your business. Go do the things that you stopped doing, because I'm sure you did. Because there's still other people out there that are number one in this market. What are they doing that you aren't? Go do it. How do you know what they're doing? Just go on Instagram. It's that simple, guys. Thank you so much.